Craig, what's behind this disconnect? Because the UK's EV sales actually grew by 40%, but you're seeing Tesla registrations fall.
Yeah, they grew in the UK. They grew in Europe broadly. I think there's a couple of things going on here. Of course, there's a lot of questions about how much of this is a sort of backlash against Elon Musk, and how much of it is some things going on specific to Tesla. And I think it's probably a mix of both. I think we'll be able to untangle that a bit more as the year goes on. But we know that early this year, the company is changing over its factories as part of a redesign of the Model Y. That is a really important vehicle for them. And so that's definitely coming into play here. But I think the fact that he inserted himself in politics in Germany and in the UK so emphatically last month really raises a lot of questions.
Has there been much data drawn from whether this is a consumer reaction, knee-jerk reaction to Elon Musk's own behavior? Because 1 month doesn't an entire trend make, as you point out.
Yeah, no, it's very fair. And I mean, we don't unfortunately have, sort of the equivalent of exit polls at dealerships, right? Where people tell us, well, I bought this Renault or this Volkswagen because I didn't like Elon Musk. But what we do know is that, some polls were taken in some of the biggest EV markets in Europe in January, and they did not look very good for Elon Musk. And so, for him to be increasingly unpopular in some of these places, and for him to take these stances that are unpopular, whether it's kind of taking these supporting far right parties or taking this hardline stance against Ukraine, these sorts of things potentially put the Tesla brand at risk more so than even in the U.S.
Craig, who's gaining from this? What Tesla rivals are benefiting from this lag?
I think it's really honestly kind of diffuse in terms of who's benefiting. It's pretty consistent that other manufacturers are seeing increases in their EV sales, and that's probably no coincidence. We do know that in Europe in 2025, everyone's going to have to meet a tougher CO2 regulations. And so everyone really has to sort of put the pedal to the metal and sell more electric vehicles. That means more competition for Tesla this year in Europe. And that's also likely coming into play and going to be a sort of lasting thing that Tesla's going to have to face the rest of the year.